Hey, Team HQ Sports. Wow, a lot can happen in just one night, right? I'm your host, Lauren Gambino, and we have a lot to unpack. First up, it's two of the greats retiring from the NBA. Dirk Nowitzki.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to miss him. And dunking. I just love him so much, right? What a way to go out. And then the second one, Dwayne Wade. Take a look. I mean, if you have to go out on a final home game, what better way than landing in Chrissy Teigen and John Legend's lap, right? Love their faces in that shot. Well, both of them played their final home game, and then we were hit with this impromptu press conference.
I'm happy that I came to this decision and I can go back being Magic Johnson.
Wow, right? Even before telling Jeannie Buss, his boss, he resigns via the media. We always ask a question before every game of HQ Sports, so find us on Twitter at HQ Sports or drop your answer in the chat right now. But today, I clearly wanted to know, out of these three legends, who are you going to miss most in their roles? And 52% of you said Dirk! I know, what a guy, right? I just love Dirk. At Ghostly Steven said, Dirk played with so much heart. He was such a talented player. At Super Hater says, Dirk was really the first of his kind and really hasn't been replicated yet. I feel the same way, but I'm also going to miss D. Wade. He was one of a kind too. I love our little friendly debates. Thank you so much for playing along and on Twitter and in the chat. I love it. Before we get started, I have to give a big shout out to the winner of our March Madness tournament. Remember, we ran a little tournament of our own by keeping track of everyone who answered the most NCAA questions correct through the length of the tournament. Our big winner, drumroll please, is Kyle Anderson, 14. Congratulations. We sent you 20 extra lives for answering 20 NCAA b-ball questions correct. Plus, we sent a few to our runners-up as well, so you're gonna definitely wanna check out if you have a couple new extra lives waiting for you. Then you're a runner-up, congrats. We also had our ESPN bracket pool going, and I promised you I'd do something embarrassing if I landed in the bottom 50%. Well, with almost 3,000 participants in our pool, not to brag, I came in 681st place. Booyah, that's top 50%. All right, this dance is embarrassing enough, so there you go. Thanks to everyone that participated in our bracket as well. Tonight's game is 12 rounds of sports-only trivia. Get them all right, and you'll be taking home a piece of our pot. $1,000 is up for grabs tonight, but that's gonna be barely enough to get you into tonight's Knicks game, right? We checked. Wild. And I did promise I'd be announcing a fun new theme for us here on HQ Sports as well. It's sports movie trivia this Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Oh yeah. How about a little Rocky, a little Sandlot, a little Remember the Titans, a little Rookie of the Year. I know what we're gonna be doing this weekend, right? Catching up on all the sports movies we can, because that's gonna be a fun one Monday night at 8. All right, pick up an extra life right now before we get started. That way you can stay in the game longer if you get TKO'd on a tough question. Not only do they help you win the game, but they help you earn more points while you're playing. Season 3 is going strong, so you definitely want to be leveling up before those jackpot games. Oh yeah, game singular, one big jackpot game, but you could win the rest of the games here at HQ a little bit easier. All right, pregame is over. Now it's time for the main event. To the over 112,000 players ready to make a run for that cash, let's see what you got. Round 1 starts right now. What famously covers the walls at Wrigley Field? Azaleas, ivy, or daffodils? The azaleas will be in full bloom for the Masters this weekend. We're talking about one of the most iconic sights in sports. It's the ivy-covered wall, although it doesn't look like this all the time. For the first few weeks of the season, it just looks like a dead brown garden out there. The summer is when you want to catch it out at Wrigley Field. Ivy is your answer here at round 1. 82,356 of you knew that. You know what? Spring has sprung. Drop a couple of those plant emojis in the chat for me right now. I want to see green before I give away some green. Round 2. What is the term for the area of the football field between the goal line and the 20? Red zone, end zone, own zone, pone zone? I don't even know what that is. Pone zone. That's That's funny. Shout out to Scott Hansen, right? Best job in the biz. If you like watching that broadcast that jumps between games to show you teams in scoring position, then you know it's called the Red Zone. Red Zone is your answer. Here at round number 2, 71,305 of you know what I'm talking about. Yes, if you're as obsessed with fantasy football as me, that's a perfect way to check on all your guys at the same time. I love it. All right, let's go. Round 3. Which of these golfers has won the Masters the most times? Jordan Spieth, Rory McIlroy, or Phil Mickelson? Dust off the green jacket, boys! It's Masters weekend! Oh, yeah. Rory actually hasn't won the tournament yet. Is he gonna do it this year? Maybe. Jordan Spieth has won, but that's still 2 behind Phil Mickelson. Oh, there he is, smiling Phil. Putting it on. Can he do it again? Can he put that green jacket on again this weekend? Phil Mickelson is your answer. 66,222 of you getting that one right. Who's watching the Masters this weekend? What do you think? Who is going to win? Is this Tiger's time for a big comeback? Let me know in the chat right now. Round 4. Which event did Jesse Owens not win gold in at the 1936 Olympics? 100-meter dash, triple jump, or long jump? Not only did he dominate the games in front of Hitler, but his embrace of a fellow German competitor became an iconic image showing Jesse Owens' compassion and humanity. After he displayed total athletic dominance, of course, he won 4 gold medals, but not one in the triple jump. Triple jump is the answer. He didn't win gold in that one. 54,182 of you knew that one, knocking out almost, 30,000 of you here? It's hard for me to do math really fast off the cuff, guys. Bear with me. Round 5 coming at you. What NBA rookie is the first since Michael Jordan to average at least 21 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists? Colin Sexton, Luka Doncic, or Trae Young? Well, Doncic is the best rookie we've seen in a while. He just turned 20, and he's dropping triple doubles like Westbrook. He only 2-player average, 21, 5, and 5 as rookies before him were Jordan and the big O, Oscar Robertson. Luka Doncic is the man here. 44,374 of you getting that one right, knocking out over 30,000 of you here. I mean, Luka Doncic, we love him. It makes Dirk's departure a little bit easier, doesn't it? Just a bit. All right, round 6. Which player was not involved in the longest pro tennis match of all time? Juan Martín del Potro, John Isner, or Nicolas Mahut? Yes, the longest pro tennis match of all time. This insane match took place over 3 days, and the last set alone took 8 hours and 11 minutes. The match in total took 11 hours and 5 minutes of gameplay. That's a college football regular season right there. But it was Isner and Mahut at Wimbledon in 2010, with Isner winning. Juan Martín del Potro was not involved in this. 42,202 of you got that one. Ace in that one here at our halfway point. We got the second half left. Questions are only getting harder. I'm serving up round 7. Here we go. Whose shot did LeBron take away when he made the block to swing momentum in the 2016 finals? Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, or Andre Iguodala? Do you believe this is the first playoff without LeBron James? What, did we see him in every playoff for the last 13 years or so? Whew. Well, Iguodala won the 2015 Finals MVP for helping shut down, or at least limit, LeBron with his smothering defense. So this was LeBron's response.
And J.R. Smith got the ball. What a block by LeBron James. Came all over.
Boom! Got him! Yeah, even though it came a year later, coming from out of nowhere to take the ball and the title from behind. It was Andre Iguodala. That's who. Oh yeah, 44,412 of you remember that iconic moment. More to come, right? As we get into the soon-to-be finals and soon-to-be our 1 year of HQ Sports, right? I love it. Round 8. Which of these English Premier League stars had 4 straight seasons with at least 10 assists? Wayne Rooney, David Beckham, Cristiano Ronaldo. Only 2 Premier League players have ever had double-digit assists in 4 straight years. Tottenham's current Danish playmaker Christian Eriksen and David Beckham, who did it from 1997 to 2001. It's the OG footballer himself, David Beckham. 19,474 of you getting this one right, knocking out 25,000 of you here as we're entering our tougher rounds. Can you hang with me for the win? Round number 9. Of these legends, who scored the most points in his last ever NBA home game? Dwayne Wade, Dirk Nowitzki, or they tied? Good old Dirk avoided the R word, but he did say he was hanging it up, and we know what that means. The Mavs honored him with a post-game ceremony, and there were similar scenes at the Heat's arena as well, which is fitting since both Wade and Dirk scored 30 points in their home finales, meaning they tied. They tied. Oh yeah, 14,028 of you knew that one. What a way to go out, right? In your last home game. 2 legends, they tied. It's just a brilliant story. All right, you know what else? We're going into the final quarter. Questions are getting tougher. Let's go. Round 10. According to Forbes, what is currently the NHL's most valuable franchise after the New York Rangers, the LA Kings, the Montreal Canadiens, or the Toronto Maple Leafs? Listen, the Canadiens may be the greatest team in the NHL, but according to in history, but according to the money people, they're not even the most valuable in Canada. That would be the Maple Leafs, who Forbes values at $1.45 billion, only behind the Rangers. Toronto Maple Leafs is your answer here. 10,315 of you got that one right. Yeah, I had to make the correction and say the greatest team in NHL history because Canadians didn't make the playoffs this year. Maple Leafs are the only one here that are making the playoffs. Who's watching tonight? Round 11. Which of these schools most recently had 2 different basketball players lead the NCAA in scoring in consecutive years? VMI, Loyola Marymount, or Long Island? Each of these schools has had players lead the nation in consecutive years, but for Long Island, it was Charles Jones twice. For VMI, it was Reggie Williams twice. Marymount had Hank Gathers in '89 and Bo Kimball in 1990. Loyola Marymount is your answer here at round number 11. 3,622 of you getting this one right. Oh, over 6,000 of you thinking it was Long Island. Is it close, Gab? Is it? It's a TKO. Down you go at round 11. Oh, you made it so far. Woo, take a deep breath and take a second standing up. Drink a glass of water, and I'm so sorry to have you lose it here in the 11th, but we got one round to go for 3,622 of you. You worked so hard to get to this point. You know what you did? You separated yourself from the pack. You showed how elite that you can be, but now this final round is really where it counts. Are you going to show me what you got, or are you going to mess it up here? Let's find out. Round 12. Which of these franchises is not among the top 4 in most World Series won? Cardinals, Athletics, or Dodgers? This is where it matters most. Tap that right answer right now. Obviously, if we put the Yankees up here, you'd know. They're number 1, blowing away the field with 27. The Cardinals are next with 11, and then it's a tie for 3rd. The Red Sox and the A's. The Dodgers are behind all of those teams and their rival Giants with 6. They are not among the top 4. Dodgers is your answer here, and we have 1,773 new HQ Sports MVPs. Congratulations! Oh yeah, 1,773 winners. I like it! It looks like we are all taking home a prize of approximately 56 cents. And I know what you're gonna say, but that's 56 cents more than you started with. 16 minutes and 44 seconds ago, to be exact. You know I like to be exact. Aw, Pa, I see you there, shredding on the guitar. Is that something you say? Do you shred the guitar? I don't know. 56 cents is coming your way. Vaughn, IRLB, something, something, something. 56 cents is coming. With the Christmas tree. A little late. They say to take it down by the end of January, but 56 cents is coming your way as well. Amazing work. Congrats to all of our new HQ Sports MVPs. Now, why don't you try for the trifecta tonight? A sports win, then trivia and words, because we got trivia and words coming up at 9 and 9:30. It's a Lady Gaga theme. It's going to be amazing. I'll be back on Monday with our special Monday Sports Movie Night Trivia. Oh, I can't wait for this. This is going to be so much fun. So I hope you'll join me Monday at 8 p.m. for that. We play HQ Sports every Monday and every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, I'm off to hold a press conference, not because I'm stepping down. I just want to be more Lauren Gambino, you know? I want to be myself. Until next time, hydrate, focus, and keep your head in the game.